Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. These three charts say silver prices could skyrocket. This is a very interesting article I found from the Lombardi letter, and I definitely think you guys will enjoy it. It's talking about how much potential silver truly has. Before we start, I want to mention I did announce the first winner to my first giveaway. Congrats, Duke Kingham, for winning that. And if you want to join my next giveaway, it will be tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I'll also be doing a third giveaway. Yes, that's right. You have two more opportunities, two more chances to win some free silver. So with that, make sure you smash this like button. Smash this like button. Let's see how many likes this video can get. Let's see if this video can get 100 likes. Is that crazy? Am I crazy for asking that? I think we can do it. Everyone, make sure to smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you are new, because I do post daily videos every single day. If you want to be updated on a day-to-day basis what's going on in the world of precious metals, I am your guy. So with that said, let's jump into this article. So, silver prices at $18 seem dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. That's so true. If you are looking for the next big trade, then pay very close attention to silver prices. In a few years, we could be looking back at $18 per ounce and saying that was dirt cheap price. And that's so true. Think about when silver was $50. People were looking back like, man, imagine if I bought it at $15, $20. I would be rich right now. Well, silver has that potential to do it. It's happened twice in the last 40 years. So think about 10, 20, 30 years from now, it could be $100. It's not impossible. It's actually very plausible. Understand this. At the moment, silver could be one of the most overlooked assets out there. Ignoring it could lead to missing out on immense gains. Don't ignore this. Me and you know about it. We know the scoop. We know the inside scoop. We got the inside scoop. We got the inside information, but most people don't. They overlook it. It's because they're so brainwashed and pegged and fixated on the dollar, on the US dollar, the dollar bills, fiat currency, that they're missing the bigger picture. There are three charts that investors should look at. They paint an extremely bullish outlook for the price of silver in the coming months and quarters. This ratio says silver could jump 95%. The first chart is worth looking at is the gold to silver ratio, as shown in the charts below. So the gold to silver ratio is an interesting thing. Actually, historically, it was around 16 to 1. And in the 30s, FDR changed the gold to silver ratio from 16 to 1 to 75 to 1 overnight. The silver comes out of the ground 8 to 1 compared to gold. So you would think the ratio should be around 8 to 1, right? Well, right now the ratio is 89 to 1. Meaning it takes 89 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. In simple words, this ratio tells us how many ounces of silver it takes to purchase 1 ounce of gold. Currently, the gold to silver ratio stands around 88.02, which is actually 89 right now at the time of this video. So, here's the thing. Looking from a historical perspective, whenever this ratio crosses above 80, silver prices are deemed to be undervalued. Another interesting observation, this ratio doesn't remain above 80 for too long. Whenever it gets that high, it usually soon comes down to around 45. So we're talking about really big gains for silver. Assuming we see a turnaround in this ratio and it drops to 45, but gold prices don't move at all, that would jump silver to around $35.77. That's roughly 95% of the current price of silver. That's crazy. The last time this happened, a bull market was born into the silver market. The second indication worth watching is the correlation between silver and the S&P 500. It's plotted below the silver price in the next chart. Whenever the correlation between the price of silver and the S&P 500 reaches a severe end, around -1, we get a bottom in silver prices. We saw this happen around 2016, and that was when we saw the last highs, the July 2016 highs of $21 silver. Here's the best part. Once the correlation changes direction, you see immense gains in the coming years. The last time something like this happened was back in 1992. That was an absolute bottom in silver price, and we saw a massive bull market begin afterwards. Volume in silver market is surging. Lastly, look at the long-term chart of silver prices and pay close attention to the circled area in the bottom right corner. Look at that value. People are trading it, selling it, buying it. They are into it right now more than ever. It is looking like silver has something big coming. And look right here, last time there was a lot of value. Boom! Look at that. Now look at this. You see, since 2016, we have seen a massive increase in the volume of silver traded while prices remain relatively flat. What does that mean? It says that the sellers weren't strong enough to take the price of the precious metal lower and lots of buyers stepped in. This development is very bullish. This is very bullish. New money comes in, new people, new perspectives, new information. People are looking at silver and seeing the potential. But why? Why silver? Being the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity, it purifies water. You have colloidal silver, who's used in the medical field of it. You have silver nanoparticles. Scientists discovered how to make silver 40% stronger without losing any electrical conductivity. We have the EVs, electric vehicles. Silver is used immensely in the technological world we're advancing in, and it's undervalued. And there's actually a shortage of it. American Eagles are down to 14 million made per year right now, when historically they're around 40-50 million. There's a huge silver shortage. Industrial demand for silver is booming. They're paying premiums on bullion. For the last 7 years, the top silver producers have been abandoning silver mines. This is all real. This is all really happening. This is all really happening. Whenever you see a lot of trading volume in the silver market, it's usually a good indication that higher prices could be ahead. How to make money as silver prices set up to soar. Dear reader, I will repeat what I said earlier. There's a massive move waiting to happen in the price of silver. The gray precious metal could reward patient investors immensely, and that's what I talk about. Patience is key. Patience is key, and that's the thing that a lot of people lack. They lack patience. They want that instant gratification, that instant quick flip, but that's not how these markets move. You have to see the bigger picture. These markets are much slower, but if you have enough patience, you will get rewarded. Your patience will pay off. I believe that silver miner stocks could provide leverage gains to silver prices. Over the past few quarters, a few of the biggest names in silver mining have been bought up by investors. But there are still many that are just ignored, even though they have good properties, are producing already, are reducing their costs, and have very strong balance sheets. These companies offer stellar rewards to investors. So let's go over all this information. Not only is the gold to silver ratio extremely exaggerated, extremely overbought, the ratio was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold back in Egyptian times and biblical times. It was 2.5 to 1. Right now we see the ratio at 89 to 1. What does that tell us? Either gold is extremely overvalued or silver is extremely undervalued. I'll give you a little hint. Silver is extremely undervalued. This is given from the gold to silver ratio, from how it sits in the economy, from geopolitical fears, from the COVID-19, from stock market volatility, from the dollar index, from the future, from Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, FOMC meetings, Hong Kong protests, all of this stuff, the 2020 presidential election, everything is pointing towards higher silver prices. Not only just the economy stuff, what I just mentioned, the chart standpoint, the chart analytical standpoint, perspective of it also shows the same thing. And this is real facts. This isn't a theory. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's not, oh, it's gold and silver in a bubble. This isn't, oh, silver prices might be manipulated behind. No, these are real facts, real situations, real circumstances, and real consequences that is actually happening. The demand is booming. The supply is not going to meet the demand. Supply and demand are one of the biggest, price momenters, or the gold to silver ratio, along with supply and demand, is by far the biggest price movement or anything that gets the most momentum going in prices, in price fluctuation, but for the better, because silver is volatile, right? It's higher highs and lower lows, and this is showing that silver is going green. Now there might be a small correction, but that's normal. We want that. When silver was $50, who was buying it? Everyone was still buying it because that was when the most talk was about it. Everyone was talking about it. Your friends, family, neighbors, news, YouTube. Everyone was talking about it. That's because that's when the most, the prices are highest. Just like when Bitcoin was $20,000, that's when most people were buying Bitcoin because everyone was talking about it. Coinbase was the #1 downloaded app on Android and iOS. That's what's going to happen when silver starts to rally. We're going to be the ones that got in early. We're going to be the ones that everyone wishing they were. Oh man, I wish I could have bought silver at $18. Now I'm paying $40 for it. That's what's going to happen. You don't want to be on the short end of the stick. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you want to check out the link to this article, it will be in the description. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 100 likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new because I do post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.